If you want to know what happens when woke ideology meets zero qualifications, look no further than Brandon Johnson, the mayor who turned Chicago into a live-action Purge sequel. His approval numbers are in the basement. His budget is in the red. His brain seems to be on pause, and yet, somehow, he's still smiling like he's done something worth clapping for. Welcome to Kimara Reacts. Please like, share, and subscribe, and let's react.
Ready or not? Ready or not? Here I come. Can't hide. Gonna find you and then I like a game of chess where I rest. No stress, no success.
Brandon Johnson's approval rating is crashing, and rightfully so. Chicago residents, black, white, and everything in between, are tired. This man inherited a city on the edge, and instead of pulling it back, he lit the match and tossed it over the side. Crime surging, budget bleeding, public trust evaporated. It's like watching a slow-motion disaster, and he's too busy performing to notice the wreckage.
Directed to strategize how they're going to deal with incidents like this as summer approaches. The rowdiness and violence that happened downtown over the weekend shocked people, and it's been seen all over the world on social media. Hundreds of teens and young adults were seen running in traffic on Michigan Avenue in the Loop, jumping on vehicles and smashing windows. Saturday night, 2 teens were shot. A 16-year-old in the arm, a 17-year-old in the leg, both taken to Northwestern Hospital.
And let's not ignore the obvious. Brandon Johnson is suffering from a full-blown case of Trump derangement syndrome. He can't give a speech without dragging in Donald Trump, as if that's going to clean up the streets or balance the budget. Sir, the people of Chicago aren't scared of Trump. They're scared to walk to the grocery store.
We have always known who he has been. This is not a surprise. He's a monster. Period. We have the most diverse administration in the history of Chicago. And he is threatened by that. You can tell when someone is fearful is because they act out. We have a president that is screaming and having tantrums right now because we have an administration that reflects the city of Chicago. But he would much rather have administrations that reflect the country.
Maybe it's time to stop obsessing over Mar-a-Lago and start worrying about your own zip codes.
This ain't Trump. This ain't Matt Gaetz.
Now, let's talk about the hiring spree. Brandon decided to surround himself with an all-black administration as some kind of identity flex. But here's the thing. Representation without competence is not progress. It's pageantry.
Chicago's under investigation by the Department of Justice about Mayor Brandon Johnson's hiring practices. This comes after Johnson made comments about the diversity of his staff earlier this week.
It goes back to, what, Reverend Jackson would always share with me. Our people hire our people. And so one of the ways in which we're ensuring. Let me back up for a second, because there are some detractors that will push back on me and say, the only thing that the mayor talks about is the hiring of black people. No, what I'm saying is when you hire our people, we always look out for everybody else. We are the most generous people on the planet.
If the streets are still dangerous, if the schools are still failing, and if the taxes are going up while services go down, what does it matter what color the staff is? Diversity with dysfunction is still dysfunction. And while Chicagoans were begging for basic services, Brandon Johnson rolled out the red carpet for the illegal immigrants. Millions of dollars, converted police stations, round-the-clock resources. Meanwhile, American citizens, taxpayers, are being told to make do. Chicago is now operating at a deficit. And for what? To cater to people who didn't come through the front door of this country? Let that sink in. Let me ask the question no one in the media seems brave enough to ask. How was he qualified in the first place? Because he was a school teacher? Or because of his skin color? Let's be honest, you can be black and still be unfit for leadership. Color is not a credential, and compassion is not a substitute for competence. This was not a promotion, this was an experiment, and the results are in. It failed. Brandon Johnson had a chance to lead with vision. Instead, he chose chaos, division, and delusion. He played identity politics, while the city he swore to protect crumbled beneath him. And when it's all said and done, I hope the end of this story doesn't just include a resignation, but a reckoning. Because when you abuse power and betray the people, you don't belong in City Hall. You belong under investigation. Thank you for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.